Hey there guys, Tim on at RoutineRep.com, and we got a motivational message here for you today, talking about what are you fueling yourself. And this is not a video about supplements or even your nutrition, about what you're fueling into your body, but what are you fueling yourself mentally? Now, a lot of people dismiss the mental aspect when it comes to their health and fitness, and what I want to dig into today is one of the sort of thoughts that you're allowing to go through your mind about what is possible for you, about the process in general, the workouts that you're doing, whether or not you're getting the results, whether or not you're making progress, what sort of stuff is constantly going through your head when you are going through this process to try to get to these goals that you have. Now, a lot of us don't take the time to actually witness it, which is why I'm a big proponent of journaling, because there's a lot of subconscious things. We get this stream of thoughts going on all the time, and if you've lived with it your whole life and you've never really tried to take a chance to observe it, then sometimes you can be really shooting yourself in the foot before you even get started. You might have some great goals, and they're very attainable, but you may never get there because you are actually holding yourself yet. You're actually pulling yourself down with the way your thoughts work, okay? Now, when I say what are you fueling yourself, take a look at these thoughts. Start to journal out. It's like when I'm about to start a workout, okay? I put that DVD into the player and I'm about to get started. What sort of thoughts are going through my head? Are they thoughts like, okay, I can't wait to get this done because I'm going to feel great afterwards. I know I'll be one step closer to losing 30 pounds and it's going to be a great accomplishment for the day. And I totally got this and I'm going to do a little bit better than I did last time, or I'm at least going to strive to it. Are those the thoughts going through your head? Or are the thoughts more along the lines of, oh, I can't wait, this workout, I hate this workout, this is my least favorite, and I don't like any of them, and I didn't lose any weight last week, and it seems like a total waste of time for me to even do any of this stuff, and I just don't get the point. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Now, if that's the attitude you're going in with, it's no wonder you're not getting the results that you want, because you are totally discounting and not believing in the process. And if you keep going about your actions doing it that way, you're going to keep not getting results. Or if you do get results, you're going to explain them away right away. You'll have a negative thought come in. It's like, well, I lost a pound this week. It's probably just a coincidence. Or that day where, I didn't feel so good and I didn't eat as much. This week's going to be different and it's going to go right back up. We get what we keep thinking about, okay? And you don't even have to think about it from sort of like a magical manifesting experience. Just realize that if you're thinking about that all the time and you keep getting what you expect, then the reason you're getting what you expect is because you're expecting these things that you don't want. So would you prefer to expect what you don't want, or would you prefer to expect what you do want? Good question to think about. Now, in that, you might say to yourself, well, these are just the way I naturally think. These are just the thoughts that come up in my head. How am I supposed to change them? Well, that's not an easy thing to do, and that is something that requires effort, If you have specific things that you want to do and that you want to accomplish, you've got to take the time to actually start thinking about them in that way. And you might not be able to come up with these thoughts on your own, from your own basic mental standpoint, because, as you said, you are living with the thoughts that were passed on to you throughout life, by your parents, by your family, by your friends, by the people around you, by society, whatever you want to say, wherever you feel it comes from. That is sort of your habitual way of thinking. But much as that was ingrained in you, a better way of thinking can be ingrained. And if this is the way to actually start to achieve some of those things that you want, maybe you've tried and tried and tried again on all kinds of different nutritional regimens, on health and fitness regimens, and you've never gotten the results you want, and it just defeats you a little bit more every time, so it doesn't even make you want to try anymore. It's probably time to start thinking and looking at your thought process. And if you can't get out of your way of thinking, then you need to find resources, motivational videos like this one, or books, or articles, success stories of people in your similar story. There's millions of them out there on YouTube. You go through Beachbody.com or TeamBeachbody.com. They got a whole slew of them. Or just go up on YouTube and look at the program that you're doing and just look for success stories or results. T25 results, T25 before and afters. Look at that. See the sort of stories that people put up Find blogs, find articles, find the inspiration that you need, find the motivation that you need, put it up in front of you, write it down, put it on stuff, write it in your journal, make a video for yourself and watch it every day. Whatever you need to do to remind yourself every day, as often as you need to, that what you want is totally possible, that you can get it, and that you will get it. And when you start thinking that way, and you start embracing that, really starting to feel it down in your bones, then you're going to start to see your results progress. You're going to see some changes. And if nothing else, if you don't see the physical changes right away, you'll feel the mental changes. You'll feel the lightness of mood that carries. You know, it's a lot of weight to carry around all that negativity, all those negative thoughts. That's why we get tired. That's why we get depressed. That's why we don't feel like doing the efforts that it's going to take to achieve our goals, because we're carrying around all this extra weight with us, and we're not even aware that we're doing that. So it's time to lighten the load. Start to fuel yourself with the things that you need mentally to get to where you can, to be able to do the physical things that you need to do to get the results that you want. This is Tim Heiner with determinant.com. Motivation time. I'm not saying Monday because it's on Thursday. These are probably going to come a different day of the week all the time. Hope you've been enjoying them. If you have questions or comments, please post them up below. And thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.